All right, I got another great recipe for you guys this week. I'm in the mood for this today for lunch. Obviously, I'm going to be eating pretty good today. We're doing a little surf and turf here. We're doing a fillet. We're doing some shrimp that I'll cook down in some butter and garlic. We'll show you how to do that. And I'm going to roast up some russet potatoes. Okay, we'll show you how to do that. We're going to parboil those first. Let's run through some of these ingredients. So I have a 9-inch, a little over 9-ounce fillet sitting here. I got some salt. Actually, where am I? I got some salt. I got some pepper. I got some heavy cream. I got a little bit of olive oil, some chicken broth. I've got about 3/4 of a pound of shrimp that I peeled. I would recommend you to buy shrimp that you need to cook for this particular meal. I got 3 russet potatoes. I got a little bit of parsley up front here for garnishing, a tablespoon of butter, about 2 cloves of garlic. I also have some Cajun seasoning here. I got a little bit of paprika, and I have a little bit of thyme. All right, that's what we're doing today. So we're going to combine all this. We're going to make a really, really good meal. If you guys wanted to know what kind of seasoning that I'm using, Cajun seasoning, it's Slap Your Mama. It literally is Slap Your Mama. So this is what I'm using for this particular recipe, if you guys want to find that in your local grocery store. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get on with this. We're going to cut up the potatoes. They're going to take the longest because you got to parboil them for about 5 minutes and then 30 to 40 minutes in the oven. But make no mistake about it, those potatoes are going to be fantastic. All right. If you guys like what I do, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Ring the little bell. Every time I post a recipe, it'll come up on your YouTube channel and it'll tell you, hey, that guy's posted a recipe again, which we do one every single week. Put a thumbs up, share it, all that good stuff. You guys know the routine by now. All right, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do when I cut up the potatoes. We're going to get those dressed. There is just a couple of things here that I'm not showing because it's separate for the potatoes. I wasn't going to do a separate recipe for the potatoes. You're just going to need some thyme, some paprika, some salt and pepper for those. And that's about it. Okay, so let's get to this recipe for this week. All right, so let's get these potatoes going because, like I said, these are going to take the most time. Now, you guys can cut these up any way you want to cut them. Okay, so you can actually cut them down the middle, just like that, and then if you want, you can cut them in 4s, right? So if the potato is still like this and you cut it down the center, you'd have a nice chunk of potato, right? Or you guys can turn around and actually cut them into 3rds like that. Okay, it's totally up to you how you want to do them. The thicker that they are, the longer that they're going to take. So keep your, be mindful of that. This is not something that you want to rush. Okay, this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them in 3rds. I feel comfortable with that. I think that's a nice bite. I think that's a nice chunk of potato once they're all olive oiled up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut these just like this. Try to keep them even if you can, because that will affect the cooking time as well. Once there, once there. Yeah. So, another nice day out today, which we're getting used to it, right? All right, just like that. All right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to take these potatoes. We're going to bring these over. We're going to boil some water, which I pretty much have that going on right now. So let's bring these over. We'll plate these up. This is way more than 1 serving. You can get away with, 2 people can eat off these 3 potatoes, believe it or not, because you have a 9-ounce fillet. You have, I don't know, half pound, 3/4 of a pound of shrimp there. So you could definitely split this between 2 people. I'm going to have a couple leftovers on this, but let's get these potatoes in the water. Let's get these cooking. All right, so here we go. We're going to drop the potatoes in our pot. Is it a pot or a pan, right? It's pot. It's got big edges on it. All right, so we're just going to let these go here. We got the heat on. We're going to let these go here for probably about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to set the timer for about 5 minutes. We're going to boil these up. We're going to put these on a cookie tray, and then we're going to put some olive oil on them, salt and pepper, thyme, paprika. We're going to mix them all in together. Be a great time right now to set your oven, preheat your oven for 425. Make sure you have one of your racks in the middle. All right, so our potatoes have been going for, I left them in for just a couple of extra minutes just because they were a little bit on the thicker side. So I had about, let's say probably about 6 minutes, 7 minutes on this round. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take them. They're still going to be hard. They're not going to be cooked at this stage. All right, what we're going to do is we're just going to separate these out, let these cool down, give them about 10 minutes. Okay, so our potatoes have had a chance to cool down. Okay, you can touch them, handle them now at this point. All right, so I'm just going to set these potatoes aside. We're going to bring a little bowl in here, and I'm just going to do these in sections. I'm going to add a few potatoes in here just like that. I'm going to do like half of them. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of oil on them. You see how simple this is. It's so good. We're going to season them up with a little pepper. Salt's very important. And we're also going to put in a little bit of thyme. Doesn't have to be a whole bunch, just a little bit. Okay? And we're also going to throw in, for color, we're also going to throw in a little bit of paprika. Now, you really don't even have to, I don't even really have to write a recipe for this part, okay, because it's just what it is, right? Now see, when you do this, if you see the potatoes breaking apart a little bit, that's okay. Leave them be, let them do their thing. If you need more oil, which I do, we're going to add it, okay, just like that. These have to be coated very good. All right, don't be afraid to get them in there and really coat these up. Okay, and then the only thing that we're going to do is we're going to put this aside. Let's bring this over here, and once again, I got my pan out. Anything that comes off this pan is usually really good. All right, so here's what we're going to do just in case we miss a little bit. All right, we're going to take a little bit of oil. We're going to take our brush, and we're just going to make sure, because I don't want anything here to stick. Okay, we're going to just brush our pan just like this. Just make sure it's all covered. That's it. That's the deal. That's our potatoes. Now these are going to go in, and don't worry about how much oil is left in the pan. It's not really a big thing. But what we are going to do at this point, we're going to make sure that these are laying on an edge. Okay, you see how I'm doing this here? Just make sure they're on a flat side. So if they're not, what we want to do is we just want to turn these around. All right, 425 for your oven. All right, 425, middle rack. Oh, that seasoning is so good. All right, in the oven they go, 30 to 40 minutes. When you can put a knife in them and they come out without hesitation, these are done. Make sure that you flip them halfway through, about 20 minutes. Take them, turn them, put them on the other side, the opposite side of where the potato is right now. Get them all nice and crispy, and then these. Just wanted to show you guys exactly what we got here with the potatoes. The potatoes have been in for about 15 minutes, 425, middle rack. And this is now what we have. You see? Look how gorgeous they are. Right? The tops are getting nice and brown. Look. Gorgeous. So we just got a couple more minutes here. Not a minute, a couple more seconds left on our potatoes. I just want to show you what these look like now. There we go. Timer's up. about 30 minutes total center rack at 425 degrees. So look at these. How good do they look? They're crispy on the outside. They're like a mashed potato on the inside. I mean, look at that. All right, so that's it. So all I'm going to do now is the potatoes that I can stand up and put on a different side. I'm going to do that. Yep, just a couple of them here. So we're going to just get that done, and then what we're going to do is we're going to shut the oven off. We're going to keep these nice and warm. So we're about to get the filet started, okay? So the real important thing is, and you see this in all of my videos when I'm doing a filet, is to take all of the moisture, as much moisture as you can possibly get out of this filet. All right, just like that. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to salt and pepper this. Now, I highly recommend you guys to salt this heavily. All right, because this doesn't have much fat in it, so you don't have there's not a lot of flavor. Okay, so salt all sides liberally. And then we're going to do same thing with the pepper. Now, this maybe look like a lot of pepper, but it's not. You need this for the flavor, okay? Just like this. Do it good. Just like that. And just like that. All right, so, and now we can just roll it around here and pick up the extras, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take this over by the skillet, and we're going to sear it on all ends. And then what we're going to do, instead of doing a cold sear on this one, we're going to build crust on this, which basically how I do that is I turn it every 2 minutes. I get that crust up really, really nice, because that's all flavor. You definitely want that, no questions asked. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn it every 2 minutes. We're going to brown the edges. And as soon as the internal temperature hits like 130, 132, we're pulling this. Our steak is done. I personally like my steak like medium to medium rare. If you guys want it a little bit longer than that, go ahead and cook it to 138, 140. I don't know if I go too far past that, then you're killing a good piece of meat. All right, so let's get this over the pan. We'll show you exactly what we're talking about. We got our pan, we got some oil in it. I have olive oil in it. I'm not going to go too hot with it because cast iron will hold the heat, so I'm not going to crank it up. It's like a medium right now for my heat. It was about 325 degrees before I dropped this in. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to hear. We definitely want that sizzle, and we're just going to leave it there. And we're not going to play with it. We're going to turn it probably every 2 minutes. I'm just going to get a light browning on it first on both sides. All right, and then I'm going to pick it up with the tongs, and I'm going to do the edges. So we're going to brown the whole thing. Okay, so that was 2 minutes. Now I just want to show you exactly what that looks like. See, not too much, not too brown yet, right? But getting a little color on it. All right, so we're going to leave it on this side for 2 minutes, and then we're going to do the edge. All right, so let's see. All right, there's the other 2 minute timer, and let's see what the other side is now. See this side? Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to do each side now, and we're just going to kind of roll that around. Now there's no, I don't do a time on this to say. I just kind of like, yeah, I'll leave it there for like, a minute or whatever, or just keep looking at it, and when it starts to get a little bit of a crust on it, a little bit discolorated, then that's it. Then I flip it to the next side. I roll it around a little bit. I just roll it to one side or the other. So the whole perimeter of that is the same as the top and bottom. But you'll see how you build that crust, and you'll see by flipping it every 2 minutes or every minute, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about at the end. It's going to be crusted over very nice. It's going to add lots of flavor to this dish. It's going to be awesome. All right, so we got the edges done pretty much. Okay, now you see what I'm talking about. See the edge? All right, now we're going to go back to building the crust on the top and bottom. So down in the pan, just like that. 2 minutes. Okay, so we have our 2 minutes on that side off, and look at how gorgeous. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, and that's all we're going to do. Now we're going to do one more flip on 2 minutes. So we're going to start the timer at 2 minutes, and that's going to be the last turn on 2 minutes. After this turn, we're going to flip it every minute. I just want to show you what we got now. All right, so when we put in our temperature probe, we're reading about 131. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? You can't see that? Yeah, see? All right, so about 128, 129. Now to me, that's perfect. Okay, you guys want it a little bit longer? Just keep it in a little bit longer, not a big deal. But I just want to show you. Okay, and like I said, these are minute flips, okay? So I just want to show you guys. Look at how beautiful. You build a beautiful, beautiful crust. All right, so what we're going to do, just to make sure our temperature is exactly where we want it. Yep, we're reading 130. 130, 131. Okay, so I think I just had a little bloop. The butter's in. We put our garlic in as well. And then we just threw our shrimp in. That's all we did. All right, so what we're doing here now is we're just cooking these until they get pink. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get our other ingredients. We're going to get our paprika, our thyme, and our Cajun mixture. Okay, your slap your mama Cajun mixture. God, I don't know who comes up with these, but they're funny, if nothing else. All right, so again, we're cooking these till they're pink, which that's pretty much they're coming. You want to make them at least pink. Okay. This is going to give this dish, the garlic, the butter, the thyme, all that. It's going to give this a great, great flavor today. Kind of excited for my dinner today. Alright, so I'm going to do this. You see how they're turning pink, right? And that's the whole idea. Alright, that means they're cooking. And then we're gonna go in with the Cajun seasoning, just like that. Make sure you get it all in there. We're gonna go in with our thyme, and we're gonna go in with our paprika. All right. Now don't worry if you didn't hit it all, because we still got some mixing around to do. Okay. At the end here, we'll get it all the way it's supposed to be. Now, if you overcook your shrimp, it's going to become rubbery. Okay. We don't really want it rubbery. Well, unless you like rubber shrimp. So, anyways, this is what you're going for, right? A little bit pink. I'm going to leave them in for just an extra minute. They look good. They look good. Everything looks good. And we're just gonna mix it all together now to get all those seasonings. Okay, so just like this. Okay, beautiful. See how simple? Not hard. Not hard. Okay, just another second here, and then we're gonna pull these shrimp, put them over by the steak, cover them up, and then we're just going to make that little Cajun sauce. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay, I say these are done. We're going to stick them over here on this plate, just like this. All right. Doesn't have to be pretty right now because we ain't plating nothing. All right, just like that. All right, so next step is what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a cup. Doesn't have to be too much of some chicken broth, right? Gotta have some chicken broth. Where is, there it is. So this is where you're going to kind of deglaze the pan, all right? And then you're going to pour in your cream. Okay, this is going to be your sauce. This is how simple this is. You're using all the stuff from the pan. And this is going to be delicious. See? Not hard making sauces. Very simple. And you'll feel it on the bottom of the pan now. And as soon as you go around and it's all up off the bottom of the pan, all those black specks and stuff like that, you want that. That's very good for your dish. So I say right now we're at about a medium heat. This will reduce a little bit as well, but right now we're just concentrating off the bottom of the pan, making sure all that fond is lifting. All right, that's it. So we're going to let this go. That's it. That's how you make your sauce. Not bad, right? Pretty simple. We let the sauce thicken up just a little bit. You don't have to get crazy with this like you're doing like a gravy, okay? So you don't have to reduce it that far, okay? So we're done here. We're gonna take all of our shrimp. We're gonna put this back in the dish, and then we're gonna plate this up. We're just gonna get these reheated. Our steak is still nice and hot. Very excited about this meal. Okay, so that's it. We're just going to let that sit there for a couple minutes, get some heat in that. We're going to shut the heat off. All right, it's plating time. Got those potatoes still in the oven. Woo-hoo, they're going to be good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to plate this up. This is going to be phenomenal. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take some of this sauce. Okay, I always have a thing where I always plate on the bottom first, and we're just gonna take it, because you know we always eat with our eyes, right? If it looks good, well, if it looks good and it sucks, then that's a problem. But if it looks good, you know, and it's fantastic, you know, what more do you want? Great date night dinner. All you guys out there that are a little, all right, there's our filet right there in the center. Date night, I'm telling you, do date night on this. Okay, now just so you guys know, here's our potatoes, and before I get them wet, listen. Phenomenal. Like a mashed potato inside, nice and crispy on the outside, just great. Nothing bad to say about this at all. Okay, I'm going to put our shrimp here, just like this. I think you guys should make this, definitely. If you like, you know, if you like this kind of thing, I would definitely make this. Okay. And now, what we're going to do, and I'm going to clean up my plate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these potatoes over here, and we're going to just stack them just like that. Okay? Look at that. Ooh-wee. There's a meal for you, huh? We're going to take one of these shrimp, put it on top. We are going to clean up our mess, like always. All right. And now what we're going to do, oh, it takes me so long to plate, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take some more of this garlic, just like this. Now, if you guys are steak lovers and you don't like this, I don't know why. All right, that's it. That's the recipe. We're going to just finish it off with a little parsley. That's it. That's how it works. That's this dish. Okay? So this is how we make a Cajun. This is how we make a Cajun dinner. You can do this for two. Like I said, great for date night. I'm sure women would love this. If you guys would love this and you're a woman, leave a message in the comment. Let me know if this is something you guys would actually eat for dinner. All right, I'm going to get a thumbnail. We're going to come back. We're going to cut into this. You're probably going to hear me moan once or twice, and we'll do the taste test. We'll be right back. So here we go. Taste test time. Yeah. Kind of excited about this. All right, so I think what people probably want to see first is what the filet looks like inside. Yeah, see, perfect. I mean, perfect. So this is what, now see how you don't have a brown ridge on the bottom and a brown ridge on the top. That's because you flipped it every 2 minutes and then you went to every 1 minute. And it's just like radiant heat on the inside. I mean, look at how soft and beautiful that filet is. I mean, that's just beautiful. Okay? So, the same thing here with this side. I mean, just gorgeous. Okay? So let's give this a try. Let's see what we got here. Been dying to cut into this. Get a little bit of that sauce on the bottom. Let's see. So, so the filet is exactly what you think it would have been. Okay? It's tender. It's very juicy. It's flavorful. And remember, the only thing that we did to this, we put salt and pepper on it. That's it. That's all we did. And it came out this delicious. I mean, the sauce is a big winner too. All right, let's try a shrimp like that. Oh, brother. A little sauce. A nice potato that's nice and crispy on the outside. It's like a mashed potato on the inside and a baked potato on the outside. You got a lot of things going on here. Fantastic. If you guys want potatoes, make them like this. You want a filet, make them like that. You want the shrimp, like with the sauce, make it like that. Combine everything. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to have my lunch, and I am going to enjoy every bit of this. And I also might do a 2-finger glass of scotch with this. That's just me. Or maybe a glass of wine. Either one, I'm going to enjoy this. You guys like this, go ahead and put a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. You'll get a notification every single time I post something like this. This is delicious. Share it with your friends. And like I said, throw a thumbs up. And we will see you in the next recipe next week. We got another good one coming your way.